If you're a fashion DIY lover, come closer and stay to the end of this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, it's your girl Sew by Babel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to cut and draft patterns for your bucket art in a very easy and simple step. First, we'll be using our pattern paper, our ruler, our masking tape, scissors, and of course, measuring tape. Our first step is to get the edge circumference of whomever you're making it for. In my case, I'll be using my own edge circumference, which is 20.2, which I'll go ahead to divide by pi r square, that is 6.28. After dividing that, I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after dividing 20.2 divided by 6.28, my measurement would be 3.1. So I'll go ahead to measure 3.1 all around, ensuring that my tape is always at the tip of my pattern paper. Note that this pattern is folded in four, so you want to get enough pattern paper to get you the radius you're looking for. So after marking it out, I'll go ahead to curve it out with my ruler like this, and I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what it looks like, and I'll go ahead to measure this as A part. I'll label it as A, and to confirm your measurements, you can go ahead to measure this all round. But in this case, I'll go ahead to measure half of the circle that I'll be multiplying by 2 to confirm my measurement, and we'll be using the measurement of half of the circle. So that is 10.1 inches. Our measurements are in inches. So after cutting out a piece of paper that is 10.1 inches for the next part, I'll go ahead to measure 3 inches wide. That's what we're going to be using. So go ahead to fold this in 4, and we're using a slash and spread method. That means I'll be cutting this piece of paper in 4 places, but I won't be cutting it through. I'll just cut it to the tip enough to hold it together. So I'll go ahead to cut this in 4 places, but keeping them together. So just like I explained, I went ahead to hold down my piece of paper on a new fabric, on a new pattern paper rather, and I'll go ahead to slash it by half an inch, or let's say 0.4 inches. That's almost half an inch. So you can determine the wideness of your slash and spread, and you can determine how full you want it to be. So after slashing and spreading it like this, I'll go ahead to add half inches on the upper side and on the lower side. That will be for joining it to the first part and to the third part. Go ahead to add half inches all around it. And when you're cutting this on your fabric or whatever patterns you want to use, you also make sure you attach your half inches for your joining allowance, that at the side joining allowance. But for now, we are not adding that. So I'll just go ahead to connect it directly. So after adding your allowance, the next thing is to go ahead to mark the measurement you have at the tip. The measurement you have when after spreading your pattern, because you'll be using that for the next piece. That's your part C, or the third part. So after doing that, I'll just go ahead to cut it out. After cutting it out, I'll take out my slash and spread pattern. I'll also label this as part B, and this is what the first and second part looks like, and also label that you'll be cutting this in 2 places. So for the third part, repeat the same process for the part C, just that now we'll be using a different measurement. We'll be using the length of part C, and this one will be 2 inches long. That is, the width will be 2 inches, just like I'd measured earlier. So now I'll just go ahead to fold it in 4, just like the part C, how we got the part C pattern. So go ahead to fold it in 4, and after folding it in 4, you just go ahead to cut through like what I'm going to show you just now. So make sure your lines are very visible like this. And now the next thing to do is to use your scissors to cut, but don't cut till the end, just cut it such that you can still have your patterns holding themselves together. So that's just what I'm going to do. I'm showing this part because I didn't show it in the part C part. So this is what I meant by slash and spread. So now I will go ahead to place this on a new pattern paper, and the pattern paper will be on fold just like this. The pattern paper is on fold. I'll go ahead to tape it down with my masking tape, and I'd already spread it, and I spread it by 0.75 inches apart. And note that you can spread it wider or lesser, depending, like I said, depending on how full you want it to be. So I'm just going ahead to confirm each of my spread. 0.75 inches is what I used. Just tape it down and tape every other necessary part down as well. So I'm holding that tape down so it's not going to snap at any point. Next thing you want to do is to mark out your sewing allowance for both the tip and for the upper side. The upper side is meant to attach your part C to it, and the lower side is for it to hem. That is in case if you are not making a reversible pocket at. So I'll go ahead to add half an inch to the tip of that, just to give it a little bit of an extra fullness, so just to make it a bit wider than the initial measurement. So the half inch will just be at the tip. I won't add half inch to the upper side. So from that half inch, I'll go ahead to connect it. I'll go ahead to connect it to the original measurement. And after doing this, I'll go ahead to cut this out. If you are still watching this video, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I would like to say, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, put on your bell notification, so whenever I upload a new video, YouTube will let you know and notify you that I've uploaded. And note that I'll be uploading the second part of this video, where I'll be showing you how to sew a reversible bucket hat, and it's an eco-friendly video, so you do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss the video, so please turn on your notification bell if you subscribe, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Thank you guys for watching this video. So after cutting this out, I'll just go ahead to trim this, because I noticed that there was a little bit of an excess paper rather. So I'll just go ahead to trim this out, take out my slash and spread pattern, and label this as part C. Notify that this is on fold while you are labeling, so when you are making any adjustment for any other size, you can always use this pattern paper. So this is what the 3-piece looks like. This is what your 3 pattern paper looks like, and this is all you need to sew a bucket art, whether you're making reversible bucket art or you're just making a bucket art that is not reversible. This is all the pattern paper that you need, and as you can see already, it's already looking like a bucket art. So let me know in the comment section if you find this helpful. Let me know if you're going to recreate this or if you're going to try this out. Bye.